welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and with me is Holly. And today we are reviewing Pandasaurus Game Boxtop Pinball Haunted House Edition. I don't know if they have other Boxtop Pinball games, but I really enjoyed this one. I had never played a pinball tabletop game before, and, you know, I didn't realize how fun it would be.
It was a lot of fun.
To be clear, it is a dexterity game. So if you're looking for a heavy Euro or something where you're moving cubes, this is not it. This is like Fireball Island kind of, antics, if you will, if you've played that. But you set up the game with all the different lids that come inside the box that pull apart, and then the lids kind of step down into sort of this simulated pinball machine.
Mm-hmm.
And so right at the top, there's another box that you can kind of move and aim, and then you place your die and flick it down the path of the boxes. You don't want to flick too hard because if it falls off, you're not going to score those points. But if you don't flick it hard enough, you may not knock over maybe one of the monsters that you're going for.
It should be noted that the dice are light wood. They are not acrylic. They are not plastic.
They're not heavy. they soar fast.
Lost a couple over and over again.
Yeah,
had to retrieve
you gotta
them.
Be careful. So I would say before you really get started, let everybody who's playing get a quick few practice flicks because of how fast this is going to move. Like, they're very lightweight. I don't know what kind of wood that is, but
it's great.
But it was very funny, and I really enjoyed, just setting up my shot and then trying. It's like you're playing like
skee ball,
mini golf, and like skee ball.
It reminds me of skee ball.
Yeah, and you're like lining it up your shot. There's walls that are set up like cardboard walls on the sides.
You have your we love this game so much. You have your on the sides you have like your ×2, and then you've got a ×3, and then there's a ring on the second level where you can get a bonus die. But
even if someone else knocks your die into that, it still gives you a bonus die.
And you have to knock down monsters to score points.
But not just any. You have to knock down different ones. There's 3, and so you get more points if you knock down each one of them in a single round.
And they move.
Yes. Every time someone knocks one over, it basically goes down and down one step at a time on the box top until at the bottom it comes right back to the top. So that may or may not help you if you've already hit that one and now it's in your way for the path that you thought you'd have when it came back to your turn.
And the magnifying glasses. There are extra point tokens that are magnifying glasses on the where if you nudge it.
Yeah, if it moves out of its pre-printed space at all on your turn, you get to collect that token, and it's going to be scored at the end, but they range in points from 1 point up to maybe 7 points. So it is worth going after, but you don't know how well you're going to do. Each level, 3 of them, will have two magnifying glass randomly placed there face down at the start of any given round. They don't refresh until a new round starts. But it is wild. And
4 dice.
Yeah, you start with 4 dice.
With the potential for 2 extra.
Exactly. And once you get those dice, I mean, if they landed on the box top and stayed on the box top, you'll score the value printed on your die, right? And they range from 1 to 3. But like Holly mentioned, there's certain areas printed on each top where if it lands in that area, you get a multiplier from 2 to 5, depending on the one that you're on.
Is there a 5? Oh my gosh.
Behind the final graveyard space.
Really?
There's a little half circle at the very end of the box top. That's a ×5.
Interesting.
And
there's also holes.
Yes.
There's open graves.
3.
So, and if your pinball goes in there, that's it.
Bye-bye.
Until the next round.
Yep, it's not scoring that round. So not just being flown off the sides or anything like that, but just falling in the hole. If it's not on top of the box, you're not going to score that.
That's a great qualification if it's not on top of the box.
Yes. The only way it would have helped you is if you knocked a creature over or knocked into or knocked, one of those magnifying glasses.
And which sometimes that can offset.
Yes.
You know.
I did notice we would try sometimes to sort of bank our shot off of one of the side walls to get around a hole, perhaps, given where the creatures might be standing at a given point. And that was kind of fun. But again, like with any dice rolling or dexterity game, nothing is certain, and it's always crazy to see the results of your attempted roll. And I say roll, but really you're not allowed to pick up the die. You have to flick it from a sitting position on, the starter box. And from there, just see what happens. It's wild. It plays pretty fast. It's
a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And even if you don't think you like dexterity games, you'll find yourself laughing as you play this.
There was a request for our game day, because our game day was 2 days before Halloween or something, that we play something Halloween themed. So
this was it. If you want to see more of what's like, what it looks like all set up and all the components, check out my unboxing video where I do set it up and you can see how everything looks. But yeah, we're just kind of sharing our thoughts. I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely one I'm going to keep and pull out for sure with my kids. But, anything else, just either haunted house themed, horror, Halloween themed, and then just a fun starter to a night, because if you don't even tell people what you're getting into and you just like showed up.
Yeah, and they walk up and they see this setup. It's really cool.
That looks crazy. Let's try it. And it takes maybe 20 minutes, right?
The person that came over for game day didn't seem too thrilled when I said it was a dexterity game, because neither of us are very wild about them. But as soon as they saw it, the interest seemed to be piqued.
Yeah.
So
and the functionality and the artwork is very, like, it works together. And the way that it's drawn is kind of like a haunted house mixed with a carnival, in a sense. So I really look forward to trying any more of these that have different themes, should they exist. Because, like I said, this is the first time I've done a pinball tabletop game.
Yeah,
but Boxtop Pinball Haunted House, thumbs up. A lot of fun.
Agreed.
Definitely check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Any other comments?
No, it's just lots of laughs. Be careful with your power behind it. And
don't hit it too hard.
it's a lot of fun. Easy setup, easy to learn.
All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned on the channel, subscribe, like, and all that. And make sure you check out the link in the video. I sent a link here to our Amazon page where I've got a book called Push Your Luck, the Board Game Dictionary. It's the world's first, over 800 terms, where you can learn all kinds of board game terminology. It makes a great gift for Christmas, for friends, for people who are into board games, or people that you want to introduce to board games. It is as all-encompassing a book as possible I could make of, terminology that we use in the industry. So definitely check it out. It really helps support us and the channel. And it's available on paperback or Kindle on Amazon. So, all right, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.